Mashallah, wonderful. It's very good to learn about all-in-one features of
Yeah,
PaloAlto.
yeah,
I know this because for different functions we were using different things, like for example, uh, uh, like email security, we were using uh, semantic
antivirus,
message,
yeah,
yeah, security gateway, and on top of it, we were using
URL
firewall
filter,
and mail security.
URL
So
filtering
this
must be
is
there.
the yeah. So this is all together. This comes all in one box.
Yes,
Really,
that's the
I
beauty.
understand this product may have a very good feature, as you say. I
So
really think
you understand why the Palo Alto firewall is leading the market of the firewall in
yeah,
since last 5 years. These are the reasons. So that is why, because this is not all. So okay, now tell me one thing. Now going back to like Waris, Umar, guys, if you can open your cameras, let's have some discussion. Because before starting this one, let's have some discussion. So uh, please open your camera, unmute yourself, and let's discuss something. Because I want to because why we are going to learn Palo Alto Firewall. That's I want to like clarify that. Okay, now the question to let's say Voice or Umar. Guys, please feel free. And why I have chosen this firewall? Like why it is into the it is into my group. Like why it is here? Like because see the people learn this routing switching, and if I tell you, if you learn the Palo Alto firewall, how many technologies will be in your pocket? How many technology will be there? Okay, meet my daughter Sarah Fatima. Salam.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
She is in third standard Azan International School, and she always used to come and disturb me in my classes. Okay,
That's good.
okay. So and sometimes she copy me also. So how I deliver the lectures, right? So okay, guys, you understand, right? Guys, so like this, she used to copy.
Mashallah, tabarakallah.
Okay. So now see here. Like if someone now, I think we have Ghalib also. He is working in very well-known organization since 5 6 years of experience. We have Ubaidullah here. We have Husseini here. These all are experienced guys. So now tell me, if any fresher, who just pass out and he directly start learning Palo Alto Firewall, do you think he will understand?
It's very hard. It's very difficult.
Very
Those,
difficult.
those are having hands-on experience may understand very well.
So this is the problem here, because the I have seen some fresher guys or some just who don't never know about the firewall. They never touch the router switches. They try to learn the layer 7 firewall. How this is the wrong approach which I have seen, right? Because they cannot see this is a layer 7 firewall. You need to go from bottom, layer 1, layer 2, layer 3, layer 4, because the firewall understand the MAC address. What is the MAC address? It's the layer 2. What is the routing? Firewall does a BGP. Firewall does like OSPF. If you don't know the routing, how you will manage the firewall? Now, Husseini, you can tell me now, if someone without having routing, switching, and security background, if you learn the Palo Alto firewall, will he understand?
Yeah, first of all, Assalamu alaikum to everyone. Yeah, it won't be easy, but nowadays, the guys from graduation, after doing their graduation, they are going on DevOps and automation, and they are trying to do more advanced things at a very stage in their career. So now the level going from level 1, level 2, level 3 until level 7 is fine, But if someone, directly is so capable of understanding things at a very early stage, is very good actually. But it won't be very easy. But if he has got an environment where small business environment he has worked, and he has an idea for around 6 months to 2 years, how a LAN is, how a the WAN connectivity is, how the users connect to the firewall and get access to the internet. These things he has done, and in a very proper way, then I think he can cope up with PaloAlto also, though it is a very advanced level firewall with lot of n number of options, which is a market leader. So,
Okay. Yeah, thanks for your input. Okay, but the question here is, let's say someone who just passed out, okay, and I have seen some student. He went to Bangalore, and in 1.5 lakh rupees, he run some security courses and including the Palo Alto, and he came with the certification also, PCNCI, and then he showed me that, sir, I'm Palo Alto expert. Okay, so can anyone, like if organization running the politics, so what they will look in, like a fresher guy or a 1 year experience, he learn something, and will they give him a chance to come and deploy the Palo Alto firewall? So this is the
no,
problem.
of course not. This requires a very vast knowledge of enterprise networks.
Exactly, that's the question. That's the question. If he,
No.
if you don't know the switching, okay, no. What? How about this approach? Let's say someone came from like he know the switching, someone he know the routing, he know the Cisco ASA, and now he learn the Palo Alto firewall. So how will be this approach?
This
Also,
approach,
you should,
of course, is good.
yeah, it's a good thing. Like Palo Alto is giving application filtering as well. Like as you said that it understands user ID and application, what application user is using. So those who are well aware of all these things will definitely benefit with this Palo Alto.
Yes.
Training, yeah.
Right?
Of course. Yeah, because as brother told, there are very few firewalls or UTMs uh, which offer granularity over application and user level. So this Palo Alto is very good in this. So based on these, we can generate reports, and if someone customer is asking for such kind of reports, there is lot of complex options available in Palo Alto. So I think it is very good, and for career wise also, for getting a new job, or job hunting and getting a breakthrough in the job also, I think is very good.
I get a lot of requirement of the Palo Alto. Like I have many HR friends and all. They come up with I'm looking for Palo Alto expert, like 3 years, 4 years experience, and they are giving a 2 digits package in Hyderabad and Bangalore, and they are looking for, but they are unable to find the right candidates. So there is a requirement here, which I have seen, because either you will see a guy who is routing working routing switching. They might see some videos on the YouTube, and they will try to apply for the Palo Alto job, but that is the wrong approach. They will never be. It required a hands-on. It required someone who is really working on the real time. He can show you what is the deployment, like how the things going on, what is the user ID, what is the requirement of user ID and all. So this thing also. Ubedullah, you are saying something.
I was just asking. I get some question in my mind. Like for example, we used to struggle to stop phishing emails, malwares, and viruses, this kind of things, and attacks through email. Like I was on the core exchange admin. So, like for example, we used to use the help of different signatures and different engines, and used to keep updating then and there.
Right.
Just wanted to know, yeah, Palo Alto, does it
Okay.
have
One thing. Yeah. So good question.
multiple engines and current signatures, and how's the
Exactly.
way to get updated?
Okay. Fine. Okay. So Palo Alto firewall. First of all, it don't have like email threads. It is not like it don't block emails and all. Okay, first thing. For that email filtering, you need to go with another product. So that is a separate product. But in PaloAlto Firewall, there is nothing called, there is no signature for the email. But what PaloAlto Firewall does is, if you buy a box, okay, so every day you need to buy a box like a 500 series, 3000 series. So you need to buy a yearly subscription. Okay, first of all, yearly subscription of the support. Like support, if something happened to box, you can RMS and you can take a technical assistance for the tag. You can open the tag. That is a 1 year, 1 or 5 year subscription also available. Similarly,
It comes with
signatures.
different modules.
Yes, yes. Then it required, it has the option of the licenses. Now see here,
Okay.
if you buy a basic firewall and yearly subscription of, then you will see a basic feature. Then you can security policy you can create, you can use as a routing and this one. But if you want antivirus feature, then you need to buy a license. If you want, there is a license called
got it.
threat. Yeah, there is a license called threat license. So in that, antivirus signatures, then vulnerability signature, spyware signatures, all these three things will come, and every day the firewall will go to internet and it will fetch all the signatures. So that is come with the threat license. Then if you want a URL filter, you want to use the URL filtering, then you need to buy a URL filtering license. Then the firewall will be able to block the domain, and it will be able to block the URL and the entire category. The second signature. The third signature, and there is something called wildfire, that is for a 0-day attack. So you need to buy that license. Similarly, for every service, every extra feature, the Global Protect, that is a free service. Global Protect VPN that don't require licenses. So like this, they have 5 to 6 different signature license. So if you want add more, then buy a license, then utilize into the firewall. So that is how the PaloAlto firewall is.
Can we integrate this? Yeah. Does it have the features to integrate with third-party antivirus applications?
No, it
Like,
don't require. It don't require, because the
Can we make
PaloAlto.
use, if we don't have like for example, we have a license. We have already a license from a different like McAfee or Semantic or from any
One
other.
question,
So
one thing
before obtaining the license, can we integrate and make use of that?
No, okay, no. See here,
Until it's
McAfee, and you're talking about the antivirus. These are the endpoint security, and the firewall is the edge point security.
जरा
So
क्लास चल रही है, जरा देखिए, excuse me,
yeah,
और
no
बच्चों को
problem.
खामोश बिठाइए.
I have also kids. I know. Okay, so see the antivirus and the which you are talking. So they are the endpoint security. So there will be second layer. So you need endpoint security, and this is the edge level security. So if anything coming from the internet, so this antivirus signature of the PaloAlto firewall, it will block at the edge level. And if suppose, and see, always the company required a 2-layer of security. Let's say somehow PaloAlto unable to block that, it will go to the server, it will go to the machine, and that time if it has antivirus of the like McAfee, then antivirus that can be blocked, that particular malicious file. So 2-layer of security, edge level, this one. So there is a nothing to antivirus is different, and the which you are talking about, that is the endpoint security. And this antivirus which we have the vulnerability and all, this is the edge level security. Understand? I gave a detailed lecture on the endpoint security and the edge level security. So firewall is a different
the same
level.
way semantic mail gateway security solution
Yeah.
do the same thing.
Yes,
Thing. It does the
exactly.
edge level security for
But
email
can,
service.
okay, but can semantic manage user IDs? Can semantic manage routing switching? Can semantic manage
No.
natting?
I'm just no.
then
I'm
yes.
specific to.
So yeah, those hardwares
Yeah.
are, those vendors are specific to one thing. So PaloAlto firewall, it is a combination of all. Everything it is placed here. But you know to manage that, you need a very high level. If suppose someone, that's why I tell you that this is called a network and security platform. If someone who came all from the security background, who know the threats and all, when he come, then he need a routing switching knowledge there. Natting, he must know about natting. If he know only the threads and the malware things and all, but he don't know the natting, he don't know the routing, MAC, ARP, he don't know. So he need to learn that. If someone from networking guy, if he try to manage the firewall, someone from a routing switching background is try to manage the firewall, he need to learn the threads. He need to learn the IPS, IDS, signatures, and these things. So this is the combination of network and security. This is the combination of network security box. So if you learn this, then you will be applicable for the network and security, these all types of roles. So that's the beauty of the PaloAlto firewall. So
Edge security.
yeah. So even
It's a,
the checkpoint is there. Then similarly, Fortinet is there. Fortinet. See, here I'm not promoting any box, but what my experience I'm sharing. So every firewall is good on in their level. Even Cisco is going good. Now now Cisco came up with the ASA X series, next generation firewall. So they also have this engine. He also has the engine of threat engine, and these engines are there. So that is another level. So Fortinet is very good. FortiGate is very good. They also have a application, like they also have a very good view, the reporting and logging. So all vendors have their own customer and all. But I'm talking because I'm into the PaloAlto firewalls. In last 4 5 years, I'm seeing this firewall, how this firewall is growing. I started with the 4.0 some operating system was there, but now today 10.0.4 came. 10 dot series. So I know how this firewall is growing. So from 4 to 10, I have a vast experience of this deployment and all these other things. Okay, so anything else? So that's it for today. So let's continue. Let's from tomorrow we'll jump into the real firewall. So guys, okay, now the practice. See, the practice is the challenge here. So we will have on the VMware, we can do the practice of the firewall, but if you want to see the traffic, like from zone to zone traffic, that you will not be able to see that. Why? Because it required a license, and license is very costly. I have a one license, I can show you that. Okay, I will, but I cannot, because that is a machine specific license. So I can show you the traffic application, how it is blocking, and those things I can show you. But in your system, you need a VMware workstation, and I will send you the OVA file of the PaloAlto firewall. Then what you require is like a minimum 6 GB RAM, and of your RAM, and processor. It should be good one. So if you have 4 GB RAM, then 9.0 OVA file will not work on your laptop. Then I will give you a 6.0, a little older version, but it has all the features. It has all the features, but it 6.0 OVA file, it support 4 GB RAM also. If you have 4 GB RAM, you can apply. So I will give two combination, 4 GB and 6 GB, 6.0 and 9.0. So if you whatever the hardware you have, you can install that. I will show you how to use that, those things. And next thing is in my licenses, I will show you. And panorama practice also not possible. Why? Because I can show you, I have the license, I can show you the panorama, how to manage that, those things, and those things I can. But the practice on your system, that is also not possible. Why? Because, and if you want to take an online lab, then it is very, very costly. It charge you around 60 to 65,000 just for the lab, for 1 week lab. So just don't go with those things. So that is not much required. But we will see that how we can work on it. We will see about the lab. But the thing is, the practice, the VMware is required. You require a VMware. You need this one. Then you can at least have a firewall in your local machine, and you can start practicing how to create the object NAT. You can create the policies. You can create and all the stuff. Okay, but the result you cannot see there. Why? Because that is the problem. But if someone is very good on the VMware, they can come up with some solution. In the VMware, you can connect multiple things, and those you can create the lab. That's also possible. I will share you some more documents of the VMware, and you can use that. But the problem is the challenge, like practice on the online, it is a bit costly here. So that's the challenge. But like 60 to 70% practice, you can done that. Some advanced level of practice, you will see that. I will show you into the class. Okay, but the rest of the things like how to fetch the licenses and all, those you cannot see that in your lab. So those I will cover that. Okay, so with that note, let's stop. Okay guys, how about this time? So this 4 o'clock, are you guys good with this 4 o'clock time?
I'm okay.
Yes, I am okay also.